I was supposed to get up and take someone to the doctor today. And they asked a while ago, and I said I was going to do it. And then I forgot. So I didn't set an alarm yesterday. And when I woke up, they had already called me like 3 times. Then I'm like, okay, hold on. I got to get myself together and then I will come, right? And I took about 20 minutes to get myself together. And then I'm like, okay, we could be on our way. I'm going to just come in, make sure you good. We're going to get you in the car and then we're going to go. And we'll be about 10 minutes late. And I apologize, but it's the doctor. They'll be okay. And then it was like, I don't want to rush. So, no. And I just felt real bad. I felt bad because I really don't like saying, oh, I'm going to do this, or, oh, I'll be able to do that, and then not do it. And then on top of that, I just feel like I want to always show up for people as much as I can. But because I hadn't set an alarm, when I woke up, I still had to get myself together because I'm in a space where it's like I see that if I don't make sure I'm good before I go out into the world, I'm not going to be good. Like 100% not going to be good. I was just like thinking about how extra I am when I don't take time for myself before I leave the house. Every little thing that happens on the road irritates me. The smallest inconveniences become the hugest things, and I constantly repeat it over and over and over in my mind. And it's just like, I don't have to have that experience. Take 20 minutes to sit your butt down, to ground, to just be. So that when you go out into this world and people try to irritate you, because whether people are actually trying to or not, we are irritating. I say we because first of all, I know I'm irritated. I know that person was irritated with me today because they didn't even go to their appointment. They didn't go because of me. I know I'm irritated. But overall, everybody and everything has the ability to be irritating. Dogs, people, technology, everything. So instead of going out into the world and just being like, oh, I'll just have to regulate in the moment. No, I'm going to get myself together now. So I felt bad. And I still feel a little bit bad because I really wanted to make sure that I did the things that I said I was going to do. I really did. But on the other hand, I am super proud of me. I could have rushed out the house. I could have probably got them to their appointment. I could have been stressed out. I could have been all the things that I did not want to be today. Plus, when I get stressed out, it takes a physical toll. It makes me tired. It makes me walk slower. It gives me back pain, headaches, stomach aches, because anxiety can show up in the body in different ways. Anxiety for me shows up in my stomach sometimes. And then just stress sometimes shows up as headaches, and sometimes it shows up as backaches. I didn't want to be in pain. That was the biggest reason why I took that 20 minutes. I didn't take it because I was like, oh, I need to be in the right mindset. Although, yes, but it was because if I had ran out the door and I started stressing and being anxiety ridden, I would have been in physical pain for the rest of the day as I tried to work off that experience. And instead, I just decided we need to take 20 minutes for ourselves. Because I decided, oh, I'm going to make sure that I'm okay first. Then I will go and I will deal with everything and anything else. I'm not going to be in physical pain. Right now, I'm not in physical pain. I am taking care of errands and doing things, and I'm not in physical pain because I didn't allow myself to get so hyped that my body was like trying to get my attention, like, hey, you need to go back to yourself. You need to really just take a moment for yourself. My body's not screaming that because I did it. And yesterday I had this quote fly into my head. Well, it wasn't really a quote, but it was like, you can't, no, that's not what it said. Okay. It said, all right, keep pouring from that empty cup. And I'm going to tell you from experience what happens. The cup breaks. And when the cup breaks, you are no longer able to pour into anybody else. And you can't even fill it up for yourself. And you have to wait until it's whole again, until you start being able to pour out. So instead of getting to that point, stop pouring out of the empty cup. I heard that, and that was honestly, it was for me as much. It was also just to put out and remind people for themselves. But this was a perfect example. Like, if I would have gotten up, rushed, and tried to do all that stuff, I am 100% sure I would have caused myself to go through way more than I needed to go through today. Because I really am someone who just flows. I flow right now. And so if it's not flowing properly, I can feel it. It becomes frustration. I don't need to deal with that. When I could just take 20 minutes to myself. Yes, I was running late. But I honestly could have made it. We would have been 10 minutes late or something. I could have still made it. But the person opted out, which made me feel bad. But also, I completely understand. Because on the flip of that, they don't need to rush. That makes them feel rushed and worried and stressed out. I get it. But I could not put myself to the side. Even though I wanted to show up for them, I could not put myself to the side and say, I'll just have to go through it. No. We have to reschedule it. I will take you. I said I would do it. I will do it. Please just tell me the new date. I will come and I will do what I said I would do. But I can't put myself through pain, physical pain, just to make sure that I show up. As much as I want to show up for you, this is pushing me past my capacity, right? And I had to tell somebody that yesterday. They asked me to do them a favor, and I told them no. And I was just like, unfortunately, I said I apologize, which I'm working on that. But I was like, I don't have the capacity for that. And it's like, do I really have the capacity? I probably do, but it's pushing my capacity to the point where it's like, now you're starting to be tired, more tired than you should be. And instead of doing that favor just to say that I did and show up for these people just to say that I did, no. Because if I push myself to the point where I'm not good anymore, and I've done that before and I've experienced it before, very few people are going to be able to show up for me the way I was showing up for everybody else. So I'm going to show up for me the way I want to show up for everybody else. Because if I show up for myself that way, then I can show up for everybody else that way. But if I don't show up for me, I can't show up for nobody. I want y'all to have a fantastic day. Remember, it's up to you, no one else.